Hi, I'm Dr. Vera Baziuk from Advanced Wellness Chiropractic, and what we're going to cover today is 7 key lower body stretches. Come join me. The majority of the lower body 7 stretches require you to be on a flat surface like the ground or your bed. You also probably want to have some sort of strap, like a yoga strap or a belt or a rolled up towel nearby in order to make some of these stretches easier and accessible to you. So the first stretch that we're going to cover is the piriformis stretch. So you want to be lying on your back. And what you're going to do is you're going to bend one knee up, and then with your other leg, you're going to cross your ankle over top of the knee. Now, if you have more flexibility, what you're going to do is you're going to reach one arm through this opening in your leg, grabbing either at your shin or at your thigh and pulling this leg towards you. Again, stretching should be a comfortable discomfort. Now, if this is too difficult, this is where the strap comes in. You would put the strap underneath your leg and use the strap to pull towards you. Now, you want to hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds and then relaxing, and do this set at least a second time, possibly even up to 3 sets. And then you want to repeat on the other side. The next exercise is we're going to stretch out our hamstring. So making sure that you have your strap nearby, you're going to put the strap on the bottom of your foot and raise your leg up into the air and holding the strap. You want to make sure that your knee is fairly straight, and for added emphasis, you might want to think of driving your heel up into the air. Now, a better stretch is less in this direction and thinking in addition to the heel coming up into the air that you're driving the femur bone down into the ground. And you want to hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, resting, and do at least another set, possibly up to 3 sets. And then, of course, do the opposite leg. The next stretch that we're going to do is the adductors, a stretch for the inner thigh. So again, with your strap, you want to put the strap on the ball of your foot and hold the strap in the outside arm. And then what you're going to do is you're going to allow the leg to open up. You want to make sure that you're not rotating in any direction, so trying to keep your pelvis fairly level. And you want to hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, bringing it back, resting for 30 seconds, and then repeat at least once more, if not twice. And then, of course, do the other leg. The next stretch is going to be for the abductors, which is stretching the outer hip as well as the IT band on this side. So you're going to hold the strap in the opposite arm of the leg being stretched, and you're going to pull it across your body. And you want to hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, coming back and resting. Repeat at least one more time, if not another set, and making sure that you do the opposite leg as well. The next muscle we're going to stretch is the psoas muscle, the hip flexor muscle, which is often very tight on so many people. So what you want to do is you want to take a big step forward and come into a half kneeling position so that your back knee is on the floor. And then what you do is you lean slightly forward, and this begins to stretch out the psoas muscle. You want to hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds, repeating at least twice, if not a third time, and making sure that you do your other leg as well. The next stretch is for our quads. So holding onto a wall or a counter, you're going to bring one foot up towards your glutes and begin to pull on the foot so that your quad begins to feel a stretch. If you need it a little deeper, you can begin to move your leg slightly in a backwards direction to accentuate the stretch on your quad. For an extra measure, I want you to engage your core, making sure you're not going to hyperextend into your lumbar spine. The last set of stretches is we're going to stretch out our calf muscles and our foot. So coming up to a wall, what you're going to do is you're going to place your heel down and your toes against the wall. The first part, you're going to keep your knee straight and you're going to lean into the wall, holding this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to bend your knee slightly to stretch the calf muscle that's deeper, and you're going to hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. Of course, you can repeat this 2 to 3 times and alternating legs. And to stretch the foot, what you're going to do is you're going to come to a seated position. You're going to put one foot on top of your knee. You're going to grab your toes and pull them towards you to stretch out the bottom of the foot, the plantar fascia.